This is not your normal discussion where we talk about the hard topics uncensored and unfiltered. This is not your normal discussion where we talk about the hard topics uncensored and unfiltered. This is not your normal discussion.
Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. It
What's good?
is. You said what?
What's good?
Yes. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the live episode, another live episode of Not Your Normal Discussion, you guys. So, you guys know that sometimes instead of the after show, we'll just do a whole live episode. So, I hope you guys enjoy. I am your host, Queen Pedii, with the mic.
Hey y'all, it's Tryst wishing out some nightly bliss.
And it's your boy Samurai with two eyes.
And a mic.
You lie. And I'm
And and your boy Sonic Chronic, aka the voice of God.
like,
The voice of God. I'm gonna need him to get a microphone like we
No, I'm good.
have. You said no?
I'm
what?
good.
I'm gonna buy one for him, y'all.
And it will be used as a prop in the background.
Don't
Yep.
be waste my money, sir. Okay, so I hope you guys have had a great week. Um, what did I do this week? Slept and suffered from endometriosis and a cold. I'm gonna just straight up let you know that's what happened. And I'm still currently coughing a teeny tiny bit, but not too much. So hopefully by next week I'll be okay. But yeah, that's pretty much how my life was. Cook my dog her homemade dinner, and you know, yeah.
Well, this week I just been working on my writing, working on both political writing, story writing, and speaking of writing, got the book Artemis of Dodecathlon from one of our favorite
I have
authors on the channel.
one.
This is J. Allen Winchester. Can't wait to tear into it and read it and get back to Chow on that. But yes, that's been my week
Understand?
thus far.
Okay, I can actually make it stand. Cool. All right. Cool. Sorry. But yes, I also received my copy of Artemis of the Dodecatheon. How could I forget, you guys? I don't know. I think because I was sick this week. Yeah. But yes, thank you, Jaden. We absolutely love our books. Thank you. And the messages that were inside. Yes. Love it.
That's dope. That's dope. She possessed by a demon. Demon.
oh no!
She be having these random demons.
Why is Glenn not even on the screen?
She hit you with the. She hit you
See,
with the.
this is what happens when we don't edit our shows. So now you guys get to see what the fuck actually happens up in here.
It's all right. Glenn, where'd you go, buddy?
And I'm gonna need you to get on the thing.
You Oh, you need me the video.
Yeah.
Yes. Like, since when did... Hurry up.
Hold on. So
Everybody else is off.
no, we're not.
No, we are not.
Oh Lord, my phone then is tripping.
Yeah, no, we're all good.
Like legitly, my phone shows everybody all video, but it did that before too. So
I mean, it doesn't surprise me at Zoom. But how was your week, sir?
How's
oh, my week was full of joy and excitement with free animals. Shout out to my friends. Had to watch the animals while they were out on vacation,
Oh.
and it was a very enlightening experience. It was nice just being in there in the presence with the animals, just solitude, nothing but me, plenty of time to think and decide where I want my life to go next. And definitely making some major changes So I'm loving where it's going. I'm just
Absolutely.
chilling at this point.
Awesome.
Now my week was pretty much, what it was. It was pretty good. And it closed out the school year or the summer camp program where I teach, so that's good. The kids had a ball. We played some Mario Kart, and yeah. That overall exciting week. Lots of stuff, games and stuff are coming out that I'm excited about, so on and so forth. So
That, that.
Awesome sauce. Okay. So I am so sorry, y'all, but my thingamajig is doing things. All right. So, our topics. For, so our
demons.
topic for tonight. Shut up. No.
What? What? Oh no! Did you kill your mic?
The Bluetooth device is ready to pair. The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
Why she sound like the lady who be telling you to get off the fucking bus or the train?
As you be sure, dude.
It's probably the same lady.
That's what I be wondering if it's the same person. They just tuned it a little different.
Mm-hmm.
Lord have mercy. All right, you guys. Now that we've gotten through what we did during the week, so let's get to the topic. All right, so our first topic is going to be about Pete Davidson checking himself into trauma therapy due to his breakup with Kim Kardashian and Kanye West and his fans who are cyberbullying him.
Why? What?
Second,
Mm.
the second topic is going to be what is the difference between self care and self love, which is something that Pete Davidson definitely needs right now. Self care and self love, sir. And should certain states start doing lockdowns for monkeypox like they did for COVID? And last, does it bother you if a woman makes more money than you? All right, it's time for a word from our sponsors.
Artemis of the Dodecatheon is a fantastical whirlwind of action, strong characters, mystery quests, and a lot of drama. 4.9 stars on Inkit. Purchase it on Amazon today. A to Z Creations is a Black woman owned business that creates customized items such as rolling trays, clothing, tumblers, glasses, bags, jewelry, and more.
All right, you guys. All right, you guys. So,
Yeah, man.
you guys. All right, so you guys know about the whole Pete Davidson, Kanye West saga, and what was it? Last week they broke up.
Yeah, I didn't know. I don't know shit about shit besides the fact that Kanye West was harassing him. That's it. And Pete Davidson was kind of just jokey joke, ha ha ha, funny guy
Yeah.
like he normally was. Why did they break up?
Hold on 1 second.
Boom, boom, boom.
This is what you see on live.
No, we don't even see this. We don't see this. We don't see this.
Are we not online?
Oh
Are we not on yet?
no, we're on. We're on. I'm saying
Oh.
this is what we don't see.
Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Shit, we don't even see this, and I be recording episodes. The most you hear will be Rempat ass like barking, and she give her a look like. She gonna drag our ass when she get back on here though.
She'll be mad.
But no, she not. No, she not. She'll be alright. Why she over there? She using her mic to speak louder than everybody over there, Jay. That's wild.
I can't even see her. Hold on.
That's crazy.
Wow.
You know she out there shouting to the mic. Some, can you feel the love tonight? Oh my God.
Okay. So I truly apologize about that. That is what I get for still living here after moving back from Ohio.
Oh, what do you know? Oh, whoa. It's okay. It's okay. We don't even.
So back to what I was saying.
Why did
Back to what I was saying.
Why did they break up?
So Pete Davidson checked himself into trauma therapy, and he said that his reasoning was yes, the breakup with Kim, and also because he was being cyberbullied by Kanye and his fans. Because as we know, after it came out that they broke up, Kanye West decided to make a post on Instagram that said Skeet Davidson dead at 28, and also took a shot at Kid Cudi and said that Kid Cudi was going to play at the funeral, but he was afraid of bottle throwers. And
I don't get it.
I'm just so fucking tired of Kanye West. I'm tired. Grow up, my man.
What does Kid Cudi have to do with any of this?
Because Kid Cudi didn't break off his friendship with Pete Davidson.
Really?
So
That's
Kanye
it?
West dropped him as a friend, but Kid Cudi didn't care.
What?
Yes. So when Pete Davidson started dating Kim Kardashian, Kid Cudi was still Pete's friend because, like, the fuck? They ain't got shit to do with him. So he's like, oh, why you still friends with him? Da, 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 da. And he's like, that ain't my wife.
The only thing I want to say on this topic, I guess the one thing that is kind of concerning and alarming with the whole celebrity thing is that I wanted to be known that you can't control your fans. You can control the narrative that you put out so that you don't have those kinds of fans. But even then, like, you could have somebody who's generally a good person, i.e., I'll use Kendrick Lamar, and his fans you'll still have those kinds of fans, like the Kanye West fans saying shit to like Lupe Fiasco or anybody else that doesn't like Kendrick Lamar or whatever going on there. No, I'm using Kendrick Lamar as the example. But in this case, Kanye already kind of wild, so his fans follow suit, and it's kind of a touchy
But
situation with the
but you
fans.
know what? My issue with the whole situation is like you were running around with that cute little black model now. I forgot what her name is, but when they first, started going through the divorce proceedings,
Hmm.
he was dating this cute little model girl, and then he dated another girl and another girl. And the moment that she decided that she was going to start dating somebody else,
It was an
here
issue.
he comes.
Hmm.
Oh, I want my family back, and oh, Skeet Davidson, and all the like. It's just like, why are you doing that? Can we grow up? Is that possible to grow up and act like we are like millennials?
But that's a
We
millennial behavior
is
to
he a,
have.
he's a millennial, right?
He's a millennial.
Yes. Let's act like millennials and not like Gen Zers.
Shit, that's how they act.
Okay.
Some of them. But you understand, a lot of the behavior comes from the past anyway, and their background, and how they handle
Okay,
it.
but what I'm saying is this man has been bullying Pete Davidson. And you know what? His fans are very warped in their minds
Hmm.
because they are saying that Pete Davidson started it.
Mm.
How?
By
That
talking to
man was
Kim.
he no, that's not what they're saying.
What are you saying?
They're saying that he sent the text message to Kanye West, but I was like, but that was after like 3 full months of him fucking with him.
Mhm.
Like he was like, hey, and even in the message, he's like, hey, I really don't like it that you're doing that. Can you stop? And can you get some help? You might need some therapy. Da 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 da. He wasn't trying to be an ass. He was trying to, guide him to the right place because what he was doing was borderline cuckoo. No, it wasn't borderline cuckoo. I'm sorry. It was crazy as hell.
I mean, but the issue,
Like it, it's Grandpat's dad level of crazy.
the issue that I have with it, I guess, this whole scenario situation is that, like, if let's say if I'm famous, right, and I'm not trying, like, I know that there's no way in my mind. I don't care how bad Kim Kardashian is. I'm going to talk to her or get in a relationship with her because I know how he is. This ain't new. We knew how Kanye West was since '08, '07.
So he did it to Amber Rose too.
Right. I'm
After
just
she
saying.
married Wiz
Yup.
Khalifa, you are so right.
Yes. Like that's just me. That's just me. So like, and I can imagine Kim Kardashian having a conversation saying, "You know how Kanye is. You sure you're gonna be okay?" Man, I'm a comedian. I'll brush that shit off. Da, 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 da. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he did. And that's what he said. It's no big deal,
Yeah.
He says little shit. I throw
Exactly.
my little shots and I keep it moving. Now look at you. You in fucking therapy. Come on now.
But I
Well,
think that it's oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
no, let's just say, well, I mean, there's a difference when you're dating the girl and now when you don't even have the girl. Because
Yeah.
remember with the text before, and he's like, oh, where you at now? I'm in bed with your wife. And not to say anything
No,
against.
that's because he was being an ass to
No,
him.
I get that. But what I'm saying
No,
is,
because
think
then you're
about
talking about something. Oh, you used a profanity. He was like,
yeah.
"Where are you? I'm in bed with your wife." Yeah.
Yeah, it was a ball moving time. Now, I did say that Kanye West is gonna fuck around and make Pete stay and become the stepdaddy, and we know Pete's track record with trying to get engaged. But it's
Whew.
easier to flex on the ex when you're still with the girl than when you're no longer with the girl. Then it's harder to flex on the ex, and you don't have the leverage you used to have.
Oh my god. That's
Um.
almost as
So
bad as every time you
another.
kiss her, you sucking my dick. Like that's us. Uh,
I would just be like,
Well, let
all
me
right,
let me.
nigga.
I'm gonna explain to y'all what's actually happening with Pete Davidson because this is something that I have gone through personally, but now I'm better. So he has borderline personality disorder. I need y'all to understand what happens when it comes to the relationships. Sometimes we take things harder than regular people will. So like a breakup could feel like the world is coming to an end. And it's actually a good thing that he's gone into therapy, because without the therapy, you're going to feel like you're alone. You're going to be depressed as hell. Like I had a moment where like I didn't get out of bed for a month when me and a person got, broke up, and he did some fuck shit. So I know, I get it. So therapy is definitely, where the best place for him, a therapy
Oh yeah,
center, somewhere where he's
I agree.
watched all the time.
Hold on, Glenn. You going to say something about this, bro? Please say something about this. Ain't no way. Ain't no way you're gonna be silent about this.
So damn shame. You got me singing. It's a damn shame. Love will make you do some crazy things. Yeah.
I tell you.
Man, I've been there, so I get it. But damn, man. You should have saw this one coming like a freight train.
Yeah, like I'm
Your
just saying.
ass out the way.
Not even, but I do feel for the guy. You know,
Yeah.
I don't associate breakups with the personality disorder simply because
No, I'm
everybody
telling you
kind of
how he deal with them. Not No, I'm telling you how he's the
well,
reason why
everything
he's
you
dealing
just
with.
said. The reason why I say that is because everything you just said are things that regular people go through
No, no,
breakups.
no, 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 no. You don't understand, sir.
Your words aren't
So
using
this is way worse
So
than
yeah,
what probably would feel.
why hug your illness like it's the greatest thing ever. Like I don't understand.
No, it's not.
I
But I'm
mean,
not going to
Kanye
sit here
West is
and
the one
act
calling
like,
his illness
oh,
a
everything's
superpower.
great. No, I take things hard sometimes. I do. And the
No,
only reason
I'll
I
give you
can
that.
get the only reason I can get through breakups the way that I do now is because I went to therapy and because I got a psychiatrist, and they are able to guide me to being able to get back to my happy, optimistic self. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm
Mm-hmm.
telling
Well,
you.
So
think
basically,
about
people
how
with
Kanye
multi
West is handling before.
yeah,
Hmm?
and he was going to go on therapy too.
No,
You said
remember
what?
he stopped taking his pills. He was like, being bipolar is my superpower, and
Hmm.
he didn't really care for like Pete
But
Davidson
see,
was telling him to get
bipolar
therapy.
and borderline personality disorder are two different.
We're
They're
not
very
though.
different.
We're
Yeah.
not. We never said they were. We're just comparing
Oh
the
no.
illnesses.
You're
Yeah,
just
yeah, we're just saying that like when you're neurodivergent, it's natural for you sometimes to take things much harder because either brain chemistry or just the things and the people that you thought were going to be there for you. Now you take it even harder when you feel like they're not loyal to you or
Right.
they're leaving you behind.
So basically, the difference between me in a breakup and somebody with borderline personality disorder or personality disorder is that they can't naturally get over whatever they went through. They need the
basic.
help of they can't work it out by themselves.
Or
Yeah, that person
yeah,
is a part of their
basically,
support
or
system.
they'll try to, you know, uh, yes,
Okay.
yes. But I'm not in that space anymore because I can actually, you know, and I really do wish Pete Davidson well. I hope that, he gets a hold on the disorder, because it is a long road to do, and it's very hard to get over it
Can I ask
and
a
to be
question?
able to
Because
manage. Hmm.
I don't. I mind you, I'm not into the whole pop culture thing like that to a degree. I've heard about it because through the grapevine, but what I don't know is why they broke up to begin with. Was it because of Kanye West, or did she do something?
Supposedly he wanted to get married, and it's like that's the thing you gotta understand. Like I understand. Like remember he was engaged to Ariana Grande. Like he's ready to like settle down. Like when he's not taking bitches down, but the thing you gotta remember is someone who is just divorced a crazy ex, the last thing they want to do is jump in a new relationship.
Mm.
You didn't hear that at all, did you?
No, what happened?
Yeah, your thing did that thing again.
Your mic
Where it said,
exploded.
No, my bad.
Yeah,
you didn't
it
hear
was.
us all go like,
Yeah,
Fine.
no, I mean, yeah, yeah. I
not
mean,
yet.
we've all
Well,
been there. I mean, I will say, I wish that more people, um, maybe having therapy, getting therapy for people in general after they go through something like that would be good because everything kind of feels
He's
fake
doing
in
good
a
after
circle.
this.
Huh?
did you
I think he's gonna do
see?
good after this. Cause think about
That
it.
is
Whether
cool.
Kanye West gets back with Kim, whether he doesn't, he because he refuses to get therapy, he's still gonna be on a weird spiral. And the only thing that's giving him peace right now is tormenting Pete. But if Pete actually commits to therapy and everything like that, he still has his issue where like he still feels the need to tattoo every woman he gets with and thinks might be the one tattooed or branded into his body. He needs to
But
stop
I
that.
mean, if you're dating someone, okay, all right. So I'm
Glenn
gonna tell
had
you,
Glenn had his
can
hand
I?
up.
Yeah, it did.
But I've been trying to make a point
Go ahead.
for like
Go
the
ahead.
past 3 minutes.
You did make a point. You said, but go ahead.
No.
So you did make a point about
So
the.
when you asked why they broke up,
Oh
I
yeah,
was getting ready to tell you
yeah. Please,
guys.
please too, because I have no idea.
It's going to be quick. So basically, they said that Pete Davidson actually proposed to her, and she felt that he was a little immature, da da da, and that is why they broke up. She
Oh,
rejected the proposal and broke up with him.
yep, yeah, yeah.
You should have just
Some
kept
people
playing the
like,
good stepdaddy role, and 3 to 5 years down the line, it would have happened naturally. Sometimes you can't be rushing these proposals, y'all.
I
Sometimes,
also believe that if I had to go off of just that answer alone,
mm,
maybe she was told his ass off the break, don't do it with Kanye, or the best thing to do with Kanye is to ignore Kanye. And he's like, nah, nah,
no,
nah, I got this, baby, I got this.
no,
I'm just
because
saying
she
behind the
wasn't even
scenes.
ignoring him.
I'm just saying behind the scenes, like
yeah,
her talking about shit, and him talking about shit are two different things.
yeah.
But go ahead.
But true to
I don't,
man, that's a whole other topic. But I never understood that. Like, you should know as a man
Mm,
if your woman's gonna say yes or no when you propose to her.
mm,
That's not
Mm,
something that you just all out the blue. Hey,
it
you want a
happens
baby?
though.
Like you if you're having conversation and you're that intimate with each other, it shouldn't be that much of a mystery between if she's gonna say yes or no.
well,
I
maybe
don't
he
know. They
said
get
it.
blindsided.
Well, maybe he didn't want
Huh?
to be in a relationship with her no more. Maybe he just needed her to say it so that he have a reason
Nah,
to get out of it.
I feel like Pete as like I think it's proposal Pete up in here. I think he's very like I said, if he gets that's the thing. When you get somebody who you feel fits the need for your support system, you turn to proposal Pete and you want to lock it down. And it's
All
like
right.
sometimes you just gotta enjoy what's happening now. Just
Mm.
let the life billow out. And then trust me, by the time she's like, when are you gonna propose? You it's right there. All right, here's the
Yeah,
ring.
there you
Let's
go.
go.
Yep. Yep.
Absolutely,
That's the
absolutely.
same way I play it, brother. I
Well,
wait
I've
till
never
they say
proposed to anybody. Maybe I will in the future, but
yeah, yeah.
Mm.
yeah, yeah, maybe I will in the future,
yeah,
but yeah,
I just
no.
know I'm
in
gonna
the
do that
future,
with it.
sometime in the future. It's like,
But yeah, no. Just
but no,
and
in all seriousness, like I said,
I'm sorry for your loss, my guy. That you got wrapped up in, you know, the Kanye West circle of craziness, and you looked at the
it was
situation
just
and thought that you could handle it, and
Good night.
okay. You know, earlier you said that they can't control their fans.
mhm.
Yes, they can.
How do you control your
Yes,
fans?
Kanye West can control his fucking fans. One by telling by telling them that they need to leave him alone because they only started to attack him because Kanye was attacking him. What the way that they're leading them is by leading by example, and his example was a bad one, sadly. So all the fans that were like, "Oh yeah, Kanye West and Kim Kardashian gone with it with Pete Davidson. Pete Davidson, he's a homewrecker." No, he's not. They were divorcing. He ain't no homewrecker. She wasn't married when she started dating. Please stop. Please.
But okay,
Y'all
so
need therapy too.
but like I said, I did say that
I
he can
didn't do that.
his influence, he can kind of say what he wants about telling them not to do certain things or say certain things. But overall, if their fans feel like he did dirty and he's just being a nice guy, they're gonna act on that regardless.
If he was
Like,
being a nice guy, but don't forget, Pete did at 30 at 28.
mhm.
Yeah, so he would like if we one of them said, nah guys, leave him alone, but he said Pete dead at 28. So he wants his fans to push that
Yeah,
nigga to
yeah, no,
work.
I give you that. Like I said, he
Yeah.
could have, but see, in a sense, I guess based off of what you just said, he can technically control his fans negatively or positively,
Yeah.
But he can influence his fans. He can't really control them. Let me say that. There you go.
No, influence is technically control.
Well, when you're an influencer, especially.
If Sega tells me on social media, hey, if you want to another Sonic game, you got to go fucking blow up Mike Pollock's page and tell him eat a bag of dicks. You think I'm gonna fucking do that? Come on now, it's called common sense. So it is.
True, but if your president tells you to do an insurrection, you just might. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. If you're so weak-minded to fall for something like that and to be a scapegoat for somebody else's ideals, that's really happened.
I mean,
Think about
every
the bird.
revolution though has that where you get
Getting
galvanized by
attacked
somebody to do
by
something.
The what?
multiple times.
The what?
Barbs.
What's the barbs?
Oh, the barbs, Nicki Minaj.
Fans. I've had to battle they ass.
I think Signify made a good video talking about Nicki Minaj and her barbs though. And like the reason why they go so ham is because as much as Nicki got shitted on, they were in the trenches fighting for her. And so that's just what they're on all the time now.
But it's just a losing battle though, because it's like you can't even move on to the next thing because you're so stuck on stupid. Like,
but it's a cult. Like we keep each other in
There we go. Just like with MAGA. I mean, right now they talking about they want to do a civil war because the FBI went to Mar-a-Lago. So yeah, no, and oh yes, you guys, I will be doing an article very soon about these delusional ass Trump supporters.
I'm surprised we're still saying Trump supporters in 2020 fucking too. What the fuck?
Well,
yeah,
because they hope in 2024 starts his tyranny.
Tyranny,
Jesus Christ! Anyway,
you know they don't want just 4 years. You know they don't want just 4 years. They want.
Yeah. Everybody get a CCL, concealed carry license. Come on, y'all.
Did you you want to close out?
Lacking, honey.
Do it now.
Do it now. All right, y'all. Let's go to our first. Let's go to a commercial break. Artemis of the Dodecatheon is a fantastical whirlwind of action, strong characters, mystery quests, and a lot of drama. 4.9 stars on Inkit. Purchase it on Amazon today.
A to Z Creations is a Black woman owned business that creates customized items such as rolling trays, clothing, tumblers, glasses, bags, jewelry, and more.
All right. All right, you guys. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Whoop, whoop.
Woo woo. So, our next topic is going to be about what is the difference between self care and self love. And the difference between self care, y'all, it's when you can just take a nap during the day, take a walk, you know, get your nails done if you're a girl or a man. Some men get their nails done too.
Metrosexual, yeah.
Yes. Get a massage. Just things that you do for your body, or in your mind. So like I said, taking a walk in the park, go swimming, self-care, workout. That is what I think self-care is, because that's what I do when I'm like, oh, let me have a self-care day, do facials and shit like that. Self-love is when basically like how I was explaining earlier in the show about borderline personality disorder. um I had to learn how to love myself before I loved anybody else, because I, the issue that I was having was that I loved people more than I loved me. And when it wasn't turned the way that it should have been, you know, I felt shitty. But yeah, self love is, just loving who you are, accepting who you are despite your flaws, despite like if you're fat, skinny, butt, no butt, big titties, little titties. Um,
Big
but
dick,
just,
little dick.
yeah, big dick, little dick. Uh, some men got titties too. Some men got titties. Yeah, for all the men with titties on the podcast. Titties. All right, but in all seriousness, self love really takes time, because it's not something that you can just be like, especially when it's somebody like me. It's not something that just happens like, oh, I just love myself today. No. it's I don't know if you guys have ever heard of shadow work. Anybody?
Of
Okay.
course.
I couldn't really describe it, but yeah.
But I wasn't sure if other people had heard of it. So
No.
basically, thank you
Break it
for
down for 'em.
clarifying that once again. Um,
For 'em.
so basically, shadow work is when like you're trying to heal yourself, and you're basically writing down the things that you're going to take accountability for, the things that are bothering you, and like I said, and what you could have done in that moment to you know if it could have gone a different way.
Oh, seems important. Okay.
Yes, it's very
Feels
important.
like a lot of
So,
motherfuckers need to write that shit down. Write all
oh,
that shit down.
and you can actually get shadow work journals on Amazon, y'all.
Oh, okay.
I'm dropping gems today. Get the book. But no, in all seriousness, shadow work, stuff like that, like you gotta be able to accept, like I said, accept your flaws. Because if you can't accept your flaws, then you're gonna be insecure for however long that, you know, you don't accept them. I know it sounds like really stupid how I'm saying this, but like in all seriousness, that's how I feel self-love is. Like you have to literally love yourself. Like I sometimes I get in the mirror, and right now I have gained some weight, and I'll get in the mirror and be like, but you still sexy, girl. Look at your little tattoo on your side, girl. Look at that. Look, your boobs are big. Yeah. Self-love.
Oh, I agree, but I disagree. I disagree because I feel like self love and self care are the same thing.
No.
I think that's
It is not.
I
They're
feel.
connected.
I just said I feel like self love and self care are the same thing, and you're gonna tell me how I feel it's not.
No, I'm not telling you how I feel, but I am telling you that self care and self love are two different
I just said I
things.
feel.
Okay,
I
but
didn't say that they are. You understand the difference? One is my opinion, and the other one is
we
fact.
heard
I'm
you on
just
this podcast,
no, no.
sir.
I'm just saying. You came for me on
I'm
my neck.
here,
How you gonna cut
sir.
me up? How you
I
gonna cut
know
me
where
up?
you live.
That's fine.
Kinda,
But
sorta.
you kind of, yeah. Anyway, like I said,
I know where you
I
live.
feel that self love and self care are the same thing. And the reason why I feel that way, if anything, I wish Kenny was here because I'm pretty sure he'd say the same thing. But I feel like it's the same. It's the same thing because you really can't have one without the other. I feel like they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
But the line is so blurred between self love and self care. Like if you care about yourself, you love yourself. If you love yourself, you'll care about yourself. Like in that regard, like if you truly love yourself, because everyone's definition of love, by the way, is different. But so when you love yourself, you'll care for yourself in a way that matters to you that may not that may only make sense to you in that moment. Like for instance, I don't want. I don't want to go. I don't want to dive back on the Keith Davidson. I'm gonna leave that man alone. But if you're trying to show self love and your way of self love is making sure that you have time for activities for that you want to do, that make you happy. That's also self care because you need to do those things in order for you to maintain. So, like I said, that's why I was like,
Okay.
it's kind of the same, but I can see the differences of what you're talking about. That's why I say I agree, but I disagree because the line can get blurred. It's not so black and white. That's all. That's all.
Understandable. Sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off then. I'm sorry.
I would like to say I agree with both of y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
I think that on one end it is different, but then on the other end they go hand to hand. And just like the shadow work, as Queen was saying, it's also spiritual cleansing too. But we don't realize sometimes it's so often that life has a speed of its own. It doesn't slow down for no one. It's unforgiving. It keeps moving. And if you're not ready for life to happen, it will pass you on. And sometimes when it does that, it results in you looking in the mirror one day and you not being happy with yourself. You're not being happy with where you've gone, how you have used time. I can speak for myself. I got a lot of regrets. It's a lot of things that I sit and often wonder, damn, I wish I could go back. I wish I could take those words back that I said. I wish I could do something that I didn't do. I could be a firefighter right now if I would have got up like my friend did and we would have did the plan together.
That cancer, you sir.
Yeah,
yeah,
probably,
because we live in the past like that.
Yeah, and it's a killer. So it's important. It's important to learn how to love yourself, even in the bad times. It's important to be able to look in the mirror and say that you're good, because if you can't love yourself, the biggest lie is to try to love somebody else. You will end up finding disaster every single time. And for me, I wondered why I had this. I wonder why I could not let go of exes. And for me, my personal key was I wasn't satisfied with myself. So I hide in the love that I had for them because I felt comfort. It was easy there. It was easier to hide in the love you had for that significant other. And as soon as I broke, you've made your own lies up in the disaster that you end up making. So you just wanted to go back to that disaster, and it's so easy for everyone else to see, because they're like, why you keep going back to the same thing? It was comfort. And
Yep.
the
Mhm.
only way for me to get out of that was to face my own self in the mirror. So,
Especially with the growth. Like when we grow and we look back at those situations that we fucked up, and we all have them. But definitely, I have to speak for my cancer brothers and sisters because we replay. No, no, because the way my brain works. I'll speak for myself. I don't. If y'all agree, y'all agree. You don't, you don't. When I look at my past, it is very vivid for me because of how I hold on to it. So when I look at my fuck ups, I don't skim over those. I look back and like, damn, I really replayed that entire scenario. Like, damn, I could have did that totally fucking different. I could have really, I should have really did. But part of that is knowing that that you mature because you could have done that differently. You didn't just sit there and look at your fuck up and be like, I did nothing wrong. The other part of that is because we grew to an extent, which is kind of like relative to yourself. We grow as individuals, and then we go back in our head to those scenarios and think that, damn, if we were the problem, we can fix this because we were the problem. I'm not even the same person I was back then. They're not even the same person. Let's try to make amends and fix this scenario. But that's more of an ego thing. That's not really self love. That's like me taking the growth that I've had and say I could apply it to a situation that I already fucked up or that was already fucked up to fix it. And that's not how life works. You know, if it happens, it happens. But that's us trying to literally force our way back into a scenario. It's like it's 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 like playing like a video game or something. You died and you only had like so many lives, and you're like, damn, I could do that again. But it doesn't take doesn't take even if you get it the second time, it doesn't take away from the fact that you still fucked up the first time, and that's what we really got to get in our heads when it comes to people and self care and moving forward. So, but
Um, so Virgos are the same in that regard.
mm,
Like I definitely think back on times where I'm like, oh shit. I definitely shouldn't have done that. But go ahead, Tris.
So, so
Ooh,
growing
ooh,
up, of
okay.
course, in the yeah, thing of though, but growing up in the church, how they're very anti-self. Like, oh, they got the
mm,
movement self-love and all that. But I think self-love and self-care and even self-maintenance have been, on one hand, very important in moving the millennials and Gen Zs away from a lot of the toxic shit. Like you wouldn't have people who find themselves beautiful despite all the
mm,
fat phobic and other things about what your body should look like. You wouldn't have people who would be comfortable coming out if it wasn't for people like pushing past the homophobia and all that. You wouldn't have people living their lives to the degrees that they live their lives now. And at the same time, too, you gotta be careful because these things are like under capitalism and fascism of our country, these things are very easily co-optable.
mm,
So you have entire skincare and beauty industries that rise up to like basically, oh, you're not truly living and being happy unless you're as beautiful as you can be. You have these alpha male podcasters who are selling like $1,000 courses on how to become, top chads, and you have black femininity and white girl boss channels that are all about, hey, locking you into like toxic ass MLMs, or hey, to get to be hypergamous and get a high value man, you know, look beautiful, don't sell for anything less than what you're worth, which is good, but also, dial all that feminist shit down because you're trying to appeal to this rich man. And it becomes these things of us being subsumed back into capitalism, back into the Protestant work ethic, and back into things that actually are going to lead us back into really fucked up policies of people. Like researching for this topic, I came across this video by Fab Socialism called Delusions and All Its Remixes. And it talks about a lot of the things people attach to like the self-love thing, like romanticize your life, Rock Nation group, luxury lifestyle, soft life, cottage core, manifest, and get the right mindset. And there's a lot of things that it's helpful to like, change your mindset, even when you don't necessarily feel self-love, to like get on the path towards self love. But if you necessarily stay in that way and it's all about just getting more successful, getting, ahead more, basically exchanging self care for self maintenance, you get to the point where you become more in love with your self image rather than who you are truly as a self. And then instead of being like starting at, oh, I'm that nigga or I'm that bitch, and that getting you to the point where like I love myself even when I don't feel like I'm that nigga or that bitch, you instead get to that point of, oh yeah, I'm that nigga, I'm that bitch, and everyone who's not like me, they're just, all those pores and all those uglies, they just can't tap into the right mindset. That's why you're poor. And like that's the place where, yeah, that's the place where you gotta be careful you didn't get co-opted back into fascism, back into capitalism on that path to self-love where you instead fall in love with your self-image.
Basically, big businesses, big businesses.
Somebody really said that shit.
Yes.
There's a lot of people like that.
Remember,
there's a lot of people believe it. Remember Kanye West said we were slaves because we chose to be slaves.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who have some variation of that.
Kanye West, he ain't that. Look, his brain is weird. So yeah,
But think about it, to a degree.
To a degree, yeah. I mean, I like it, but he's not wrong. But he's not right about it either. But he's not wrong to say it. Like
I think he's wrong to say it, but he's wrong. He's wrong to say it, but from that type of thing of, oh, if you just change your mindset type of thing where you could do anything, and if the world just changed your mindset, then we'd all be free. It ignore like that's a dangerous part of these type of things where we don't acknowledge that these manifests and everything is a type of self-hypnosis. And it can get you to better places in life, and it can get you out of bad like thought
like a placebo effect.
That, but also like a type of like what you're willing to settle for, or what you're willing to like. Oh, I didn't go this far to not.
Of course.
Oh shit.
Of course he comes in when it's his topic.
Man, we gotta get the homie his props.
All right, so I'm gonna need you to camera size yourself. There we go.
He's driving. He's trying to
and unmute yourself. But no, before you actually go, before Kenny goes and talks about his opinion on this, there's nothing wrong with manifestation.
No,
like not at all.
There's some possibilities where it can be bad. Like for people with anxiety, for people who because there's people with mental disorders where they literally believe.
Hold on. I think she's gonna get into all that because we're gonna. I preach about this shit all the time.
So our voice of God knows that if I am having a fucked up day, some fucked up shit is gonna happen because somehow I have manifested a horrible day. Yeah.
I tell her all the time.
I have a great day. Yeah, he'll tell me, oh no, don't say that because everything that you say be happening.
Especially it never this shit never happens positively, but if it's fucking negative, if it's negative, that shit happens.
No.
I ain't won the lottery yet. Anyway, so
ain't nobody playing the damn. Did you play the lottery, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, you did?
Yes, ma'am.
The one that just passed?
The one that just passed. I've actually played it for 2 weeks.
Oh, baby. I should have introduced you to my cousin. She knows how to do those numbers.
Hey, don't be saying that shit online. Fuck that. Hey, don't you be coming for a cousin,
They don't know who I'm talking about, but my cousin knows who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I didn't say their name.
No, I ain't talking about. No, I'm talking
so
about.
They don't know if it's a girl or boy.
Mm.
Okay. Anyway, so back to what I was saying. I definitely do manifest some good shit. So I don't know what you talk about, baby. I be manifesting sponsorships and collaborations. Oh, I guess that's for me, huh?
So, as she was saying, you can definitely manifest. Like it Tryst is going to talk on
Yeah,
it
you
too.
definitely can.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
No,
could be a
because
good
like
thing
think
or a
about it,
bad thing.
prayer is
But
basically
I think
manifestation
that
It
it's a
is.
just to
little,
God versus
if people are
like.
saying, oh, you can manifest yourself to be rich and be a millionaire. No, you cannot.
But there's
You can
people who
work
believe
your
that
ass
though.
off, maybe
Mhm.
manifest an idea that could make you a millionaire,
Mhm.
but you're not going to just sit there and be like, I'm going to be a millionaire in 3 days. It's not going to happen.
No,
Please do not do that. Don't fall into that trap.
no,
Don't
it's
fall
it's
into
not
that
it's
trap.
not that black and white. The law of
It's
attraction
not.
states that if you put it out there, it can happen. But
Yes,
but you do have to be in a
the work.
position to receive what you're manifesting. Like I
Mhm.
always like. I don't think I've talked about it on stream, but just manifestation itself. I remember at one point I manifested a certain item. Oh fuck! I just said the whole thing. I manifested um a very very large TV into
Mhm.
my life that I could not afford normally. I was inside the Target. No, I was inside the Walmart on 8th Street, and I saw this huge 80-inch TV, and I think it was going for $1,656, something like that. And I looked at the TV real quick. And I looked at it, and I stared at it, and I was like, "I'm gonna get this TV. I'm gonna get this TV." And my brother said, "How you gonna get this TV?" I said, "I don't know how I'm gonna get this TV, but I'm gonna get this TV." So like I just feel that I can get this TV. So fortunately I was working at the time. Not my normal job. I actually got into a paid internship. So I wasn't actually employed yet. But I had made enough money not to pay for that TV, no. But to find the same model on Craigslist
Mhm.
for $100 just because they couldn't put it in their new apartment because it was too big and they were trying to get rid of it in Centerville, Virginia. I manifested that,
Hell
but I
yeah.
didn't get it. I didn't get it because I wasn't prepared for it. At the time, I only had enough money to pay for the TV. I didn't have enough money to ask my best friend to take me all the way in West Bubblefuck,
Mhm.
Virginia, to help me get this TV. Now, after the fact, he told me that he would have done it had I just asked him, but I didn't feel like it was right to have him have me drive me all the way somewhere for this damn TV and not compensate him for his time. So, but I manifested that nonetheless.
Mhm.
I manifested you.
I
Yeah.
manifested you too.
Mhm.
Oh.
I know. We both manifested each other.
Before Kenny gets on, I was gonna say, but the thing that
Oh,
I sent
was that a little bit of shade, sir?
me
No,
no.
no, no.
I was gonna say before Kenny gets on, because I know he still gotta get on. But I was gonna say the thing that's brought up as a criticism of manifestation is that they say, like I said, it's even in prayer and everything like that. So I'm not gonna write it off. But they say for a lot of people, when they try to manifest, they actually do worse on the thing that they're trying to manifest
Mm-hmm.
because manifestation often isn't coming with the idea of a plan on top of it. It's just, ooh, I just really want this. And
Yeah.
on top of that, too, you have people with anxiety disorders who are
Mm-hmm.
literally feeling like when they start thinking about bad things,
Yeah.
they're making it happen, or
Yep.
they're the reason
Yep.
why they're failing in life, which is
Yep.
more likely to put you in like
That's why I have to
depression
slow
and
my
other things.
brain down.
That
Like,
her her.
when I do that, I slow my brain
I
down
gotta
because
stop
if
her.
I don't, that shit's dead.
Like I
Game
literally have to block her out because my energy be like on 10 and I can't her energy is so strong I can't counteract it. I just gotta like cut it off at the hilt so I can keep my sanity because I'm like shit, I'm not trying to get hit by a train today.
Mm.
And
the what
I
train?
would love to touch bases on this topic. Because
Yes.
I think we'll hit this is something I was gonna actually want to bring up on a other episode. I'm actually thinking about doing little small videos, which I did one already about the whole spiritual topic. But manifesting is very misunderstood and misused,
Mm.
and I
Thank
definitely
you.
agree. You and I have it tattooed on the back, and it says prayer is actions. So even back in tattoo was from my spiritual, from my religious side, but it still stands for me today. You cannot pray or manifest anything without actions. It,
Mm-hmm.
it it takes
Basically, that works
actions.
with
You can
that.
pray for that beautiful girl. If you ain't making the actions to meet her, she'll run right past you, and you won't even see. A story that we used to tell back in my religious days that I still stand to is the whole story when the man prays to God saying that I need you to come save me. There's a storm coming.
Hmm.
And God sends an ambulance and he denies the ambulance. God sends a fire truck, he denies the fire truck. God sends a helicopter, he denies the helicopter. The storm comes, he dies, goes up to heaven, and goes to God and said, God, I prayed, you said you'll come help me. And God was like, I did. I sent the ambulance, I sent the fire truck, and I sent the helicopter.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we manifesting things, and because, like you said, we're not ready,
Mm-hmm.
it's there right in front of our eyes, and because we didn't do the actions to be ready, we miss out on it.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. But let's hear from
Kenny,
Kenny.
we kind of took over your topic, bro.
Uh,
Read that.
Turn on
Yeah,
your
yeah.
camera.
Well, he's
My
driving.
topic.
So.
Turn your
Yeah.
camera on.
You said talk about my topic.
Yeah,
Turn
yeah,
your
yeah.
camera
All
on.
right, all right. Self care, self love, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
All right,
So
cool.
turn your camera on.
So
Kenny,
the reason,
Kenny,
we need you to turn your
yeah,
camera on.
turn your camera on.
I can. I'm driving.
That's what I thought.
The tablet's on my lap.
He doesn't have the holder for the camera.
I don't have the holder
Bless
for my
your heart.
iPad.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it's kind of like, yeah.
Yeah, no.
You can cut it off. It's okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
So
It's kind of creepy. Kind of
Um,
Candyman like.
Go ahead, man.
So I see that a lot of people, maybe myself, maybe you guys, whoever, people get it mixed up with
Mm-hmm.
self care and self love. So in my eyes, self care is where you take care of yourself. Nobody bothers you. Your phone on DND, DNC. No one bothers you. You take care. You do what you want to do. You know, um, you do things that you enjoy to do. Self love is within yourself. Some people feel as though they need to leech off of people or to find other people for them to be. Why is they fucking blinking? What I was saying, yeah. So some people try to find love or self love, whatever the case might be, in the wrong places. Whereas though the first step is within yourself. Whereas though some people be like, oh, I love helping people. Oh, I love doing this. I love doing that. But yeah, but do you love yourself? You're supposed to love yourself first. Some people still don't love themselves. Like, how can you love anything if you don't love yourself? You understand? Um, I'm in love with myself. I love myself. You know,
Sorry.
And I do what makes me happy. Right now, I'm doing what makes me happy. But on another note, if I know something that's not making me happy, what some people are blind to see, they're more of like, if you tell them a situation where as though that's not self care or self love, or the case may be, they get offended because they, in their eyes, they think that's actually true. In reality, it's not. There are some people who think that they're doing self care, self love, and they're really damaging themselves. For instance, like say that how can I put it? You say that the person would be like, oh yeah, I want to take break. I want to take break. I want to take my girls out. We're gonna take care of our nails, get our nails done, blah 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 blah. Right? You're not doing self care. You're bringing other people to what you're supposed to enjoy yourself. And
I
I
disagree.
believe that.
I do too, but I'll continue.
I disagree. Yeah,
You
go ahead.
disagree?
I do too.
Yes, I
I disagree.
disagree about the nails thing. Self-care is taking care of your body and your mind, right?
I see in between what both of y'all saying because
Okay,
like
hold
on
on. I
one
need
hand,
to answer it.
good.
I didn't say
No,
anything. I was listening.
Bro, I was gonna say, on one hand, if you feel like you have to take care of other people or like you're devoting your self-care time to other people, I understand
Oh,
that side of it.
but
But the other
this
side, community and having, doing it with friends and everything like that, that is self-care. But there's also the other side where you're doing
You're
so
doing
much
too
work to
much.
put,
Yeah.
yeah, you're put to bring
Yeah.
people together, all that, then that's not self-care anymore.
Yeah, I'm
That's
about to
like
say
extra stuff.
because
wait, 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 wait.
I don't
Is
like.
okay, wait. Were you saying that you taking her to get her nails and stuff done
No,
is
I'm saying
Her
no, I'm
doing it.
saying yeah, I'm saying like if I want to, if someone tell me Kendrick, say they say Kendrick go do self care, self love, whatever the case may be. I'm gonna put my shit on DNC and DND, go get a haircut, go sit at the bar, drink, eat by myself, enjoy time by myself, do what I love, do what I care. Like just enjoy myself without being bothered or taking care of someone else. Because if you look at it, if you put the shoe on the other foot, some people won't do that, won't do the same as you do for them.
Real quick,
So like,
everybody, I need everyone to say hi, Nina. Nina was in the chat, and we didn't hear.
Hey, what's
Hey,
up, Nina? Thanks for the book.
Nina.
Thank you.
Hope you enjoying your vacation.
wait, how you see her? Cause
She's
man,
in
all I
She's
see is Hey
YouTube.
Nina.
YouTube.
uh,
She said hi,
hey,
y'all. She
Nina.
said hey, y'all,
Where?
and in the YouTube chat.
I hope you like the song.
No, I only see you.
Yeah, no, I just opened up the chat and I saw her first.
I've had the chat open
You
this
maybe
whole
refresh
time.
it. Just refresh it. I don't know.
I don't have to refresh it.
Well, clearly,
Literally,
I mean,
I
I would
see.
share my screen, but
I'm
yeah, she's there.
okay, but I'm telling you, I'm looking from the restream, and I
Oh,
don't
you don't
see
see it on the
her.
restream. Well, look, I'm on the YouTube page directly. So
But that, yeah, restream messing up. Hey, boo boo, are you still in Orlando?
she's in Florida. She came back.
They canceled her
Yeah, she said
flight.
oh, yeah, she said that they're messing with her on Facebook.
Oh shit.
They were giving her
Oh,
problems.
Fucking
oh,
Frontier. Y'all, do not use Frontier Airlines.
oh.
I used it one time years ago. And I said never the fuck again.
I only fly United. So
Yeah, after that, that's what I saw.
okay. But yeah, no, I get it. We need the actually.
Um, but we gotta go to commercial because yeah.
Okay. Be back, you
Well,
guys.
baby.
Artemis of the Dodecatheon is a fantastical whirlwind of action, strong characters, mystery quests, and a lot of drama. 4.9 stars on Inkit. Purchase it on Amazon today. A to Z Creations is a Black woman owned business that creates customized items such as rolling trays, clothing, tumblers, glasses, bags, jewelry, and more.
Ask Kenny.
All right. So for our next topic, we're talking about monkeypox, public health emergencies, and should we do lockdowns like we did with COVID?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I think right now the case number for monkeypox is about 10,000. And they say it's predominantly within the queer community, especially between men, sleep with men. But with any pandemic, we should already know nothing ever stays within whatever group it starts with.
Yes.
Yeah. And like we've already had, like the White House has recently, at the start of this month, declared a public health emergency. But before that, New York, San Francisco, and I think Illinois already did that, like announced public health emergencies for their area. And on top of that, we're having, like New York, I just saw a thing today saying that they found polio in wastewater samples in New York.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and so everyone's like, oh, it's just a gay problem. Like, remember when they called AIDS literally GRID for like gay related immune deficiency?
Remember when they called fucking COVID a white thing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And whatever
Petey,
you think about
Petey.
whatever you think, yo, yeah, there were niggas were convinced you couldn't get COVID.
I was too. I'm not gonna lie. I was there.
Yeah, because people melanin couldn't like it, if you got melanin you couldn't get COVID.
Listen,
I was like, damn, we killed all white people today.
I was
Shit.
like, all right.
Listen,
Damn.
if that was the case, white people would find a way to make COVID find a way to get to niggas too. They ain't going out alone. They is never going out alone. They said we going together. In fact, as much as y'all, even if it's a little bit something less, like let's even the decks. That's why they have all these apocalypse fantasies. But yeah, I think especially when school starts in September, we've seen how these states already acted with COVID. We are not ready for monkeypox or polio to break out as school starts. I feel like I'm not necessarily at the place of like we need to get to lockdown, but we really need to start opening up options at least for remote learning and other things and like money for people, because it's saying that, oh, you might need to isolate for 4 to 6 weeks if you get monkeypox. Who's gonna be able to afford that if you don't set up like stimulus or something for people in that case? So I'm not saying we need to go to lockdown immediately, but we need to start putting things in place that as we know school starts and things start breaking out and people are like, I can't even touch my kids, what am I gonna do? We can then start doing those type of things to like not have 2 years of this like we have COVID.
So a question, because I know it took a while to confirm this with COVID, but kids can get monkeypox, right?
Yeah, because you can even get it through contaminated clothing.
You can get it through contaminated COVID.
Like, no, clothing. Yeah,
clothing.
Like,
clothing.
Yeah. They say it's easiest when it's like in the same household. But think about how kids play.
Yeah.
Think about how kids were ready to go back with COVID and the lockdown and all that.
Yeah, I've already dealt with that. Yep.
Yeah.
So I mean, some places have already started locking down. Like I believe California and Illinois or Chicago, one of the two. They've already started because like their cases are off the motherfucking chart. And y'all know I like to go on Reddit and look at wild stuff, honey. No, I'm not a psycho killer, but I like to look at stuff. So I showed it to you, voice of God, the monkeypox.
I mean, I've already seen monkeypox and what it looked like.
Oh, no. You know what? I'm tripping. I'm sorry. So I need y'all to be so careful with this whole monkeypox stuff because it'll melt your pinky. It'll melt your penis.
How?
It'll your penis up.
I'm sure it's gonna do the whole breakout and not look pleasant.
I'm gonna pull it up.
No, you ain't gotta do shit. You can pull it up. I ain't looking at that shit today. I don't need nightmare fuel for me to take monkeypox seriously. I already take monkeypox seriously.
I know that.
I'm just saying, you got this ain't no scared straight bullshit. Hey, chat. Just take this shit seriously, okay? The easiest way to take this shit seriously over COVID is that it's a physical fucking disease. You can physically see this shit. You can't say it's a lie. You can't call it a conspiracy theory. You can, but the only theory you're gonna have now is how the fuck you gonna get it. Because this shit is physically on motherfuckers' faces. It making motherfuckers look like boiled bread and shit. Like I already know. Here he comes.
Boo!
Here he
Hey,
comes. Go ahead.
I need
You
people
already know what I'm about to
to
go with.
stop hunching. Stop hunching.
Hunching?
Stop
Hunching?
hunching.
Who's
I'm
hunching?
trying to hunch so I stay in the thing.
They try. Look. If you cannot inspect the person that you're getting ready to punch to make sure they don't have monkeypox.
Oh, what the fuck?
What?
Oh, I thought you meant like hunching in the camera.
I'm about to say, what the fuck you talking about?
Stop fucking.
There you
Okay,
go.
y'all.
Just say
Going on
fucking, yeah.
hunches. I was like, hunching? Oh, because I'm like trying to be in the box.
No, I mean, like, don't stop, but like, be cautious with
Don't
the shit. 'cause
stop
even if you
believing.
have condoms on, it's
Watch who
weird.
you're seating.
And y'all are running around here just sticking your dick in your all over things and then waking up 2-3 days later with some damn monkeypox. Those pictures that I saw, y'all, I'm telling you, it looked like them penises were getting ready to melt the fuck off.
Look, my thing is that, like,
Baby.
if you stick your shit in somebody, I don't care what you sticking it in, and they come out looking like you microwaved hot dogs, there's something.
But no, in all seriousness, I just want everybody to be careful. And if you have monkeypox, do not leave your fucking house. Don't leave the house.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Why would you go out
and
fuck
like,
people?
They'll be like, I don't got no money, man. I gotta make money. I gotta go to work. You know how
Glenn trying to say something.
He's like, look, I'm gonna raise my damn hand. But no, seriously, like they're saying that it's like a high rate within the LGBTQ community. And this was way before this shit became like a little epidemic over here. It was already.
Go ahead.
It was already, especially here in DC. At one point, we had high cases of fucking monkeypox, but they weren't saying anything because they were so stuck on other shit that was going on in the news here. But yes, monkeypox.
I mean, but they said the same shit during rain.
Make sure, look, I have eczema, so like on my feet are not cute. I'm gonna be honest, but I don't have monkeypox.
I've seen her feet. It don't look like monkeypox. But the point is, but they always talk about the gay community this, the gay community that. They said the same shit about AIDS and HIV. Oh, you gotta be gay to get that.
No.
I'm just saying.
It came from a gay guy. No, but this actually came from a gay guy. He was like, "Hey,
any less right."
No, listen. The statistics at that time, they were saying because of so many people getting on Grindr and Tinder and all that, the little hookup apps, that it was spreading because people probably didn't even realize what the fuck it was. Probably thought it was a mole or just didn't care. So because they were having sex with each other and some people unprotected, they were getting monkeypox.
And the reason why I have a problem with that narrative is because it could be, you could say the same thing and say, oh, because people were on, I don't know, POF or something else, they kept having sex.
And they probably were on POF too, because nowadays that's like a sex website too.
I would say, but the narrative that it was just gay people, that it came from a gay person to validify, to add validity to.
They were putting out a PSA. They were like, "Hey, he was like, I need my community to listen because it was becoming such a high rate of monkeypox in just the LGBT community. I'm not saying that it was only them, but they were topping it."
Yeah, I would say if they did something where like in those communities they open up like the type of response we have where there's all these vaccines for COVID, they need to not be bottlenecking where people gotta like register weeks and months and out in advance to try and get vaccinated. If this shit is like possible pandemic, put them shots, especially in the communities that need it most.
Yeah.
Put them shots out there, let people get them, and stop playing games about when I can come up to get a vaccination for it. Or else, guess what?
Hey, I love your nails.
You talking about?
Her nails. I love her
Oh.
nails.
Sorry. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
No,
I'm sorry. I know this.
I agree.
Her hand. I'm sorry.
I agree.
gotta think
We
about it,
definitely
though.
need to stop fucking around with this.
Yeah.
With
You gotta think about it. The low community, the poor community, everybody
Yeah,
saying
what it's
it's just guinea pigs. They don't really care.
Glenn's been very patient. Glenn, what you got for us, bro?
Yeah. Glenn, he keep raising his hand.
I already know.
Oh, here we go.
Sorry,
Here we go.
Oh, y'all gonna love to hate me.
Yeah, there's some bullshit.
If we allow this to do the same thing that Corona did, I'm gonna be the hell out of here. I don't give a fuck about it. I don't give a goddamn what. Man, I've been raw dogging life my whole life. Y'all want to be that? Let me give you some facts.
So when I say I thought I said this going somewhere else.
He said I've been raw dogging my whole life.
Let me give you some facts.
Lord.
We walk outside to unclean air. We do things every damn day that are dangerous and harmful for our bodies. The minute they publicize something on the news, everybody want to run out here scared. Not everybody. But most people want to run out here scared, like they're afraid to live. I can go outside in the city of Baltimore and get shot, just like I can go outside in the city of DC and get shot, just like I can in the best neighborhood of Florida and get shot. I can go out and breathe air that we put chemicals in every day on our cars, and I could die. So you're damn sure I'm not worried about no monkeypox. I'm not worried about no corona. I'm not worried about any stuff that they like to publicize on the news when there's other stuff that if you check the stats actually got more kills than this shit. So I'm not worried about it.
But this is just the beginning.
Okay, so can I say something?
If you don't die from monkeypox.
Let me say this. So, have you seen the pictures of the monkeypox?
Stop talking about damn pictures. Can you stop talking about these motherfucking pictures?
You will change your tune when you see those pictures.
I'm just saying, bro.
Get with someone and
penises are scarred for
monkeypox.
life.
You won't be cool.
You know what?
The penises are scarred.
But understand this.
For life.
Understand
it looked like
this.
green pus was coming out of it. It was gross.
I can respect, you know why? I can respect your opinion and yours too, Kenny, on this particular matter, because at the end of the day, right, you have the knowledge of making those fucking decisions based off of what, you know, how it personally affects you. You know what I'm saying? If you want to go raw dog and shit and potentially catch something, because you don't have to catch monkeypox, right? You already know. There was shit before this. There was AIDS, there was HIV, there was fucking herpes, which is the worst one because you can live with it. Like
I don't know. That monkeypox look crazy though.
I'm just saying. No. I'm saying I said the worst one because I believe monkeypox can go away. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
but it leaves scars.
Oh, I'm sure.
It leaves scarring.
I'm sure. But that herpes ain't going no fucking where. So if you're willing to, if you just insert monkeypox, if you insert monkeypox, if you're the kind of person that inserts monkeypox as insert variable of list of shit that can happen to me part here, and you go down the list, does it kill instantly? No, that's not my fucking problem. I got other shit to worry about. Then fine, fair to
That's what the government might do.
I just would rather not have my pretty face fucked up by some monkeypox, or my titties, or my like.
Freckles.
I'm about to say some people's self-care can't handle it. Some people's self-care can't handle no fucking monkeypox.
No, okay. Yeah. No.
I'm just saying. But I get it. But you should
I don't think I said that right.
You should definitely not look at it as it's just trying to scare us, but know that if you're going to make certain decisions, be aware of it. I don't think we know about AIDS
Because you're
because
gonna
they
end
wanted
up
to
with
scare us.
monkeypox on your dick.
Right. I don't think
There's
they made.
that, but
I don't
also
think
think about the
That's
kids that's
exactly
gonna
what
catch
they're
it.
trying to do.
I mean,
Think about the
no,
kids
I
that's
take it
gonna
back.
catch it.
They originally made AIDS. They weaponized AIDS to scare us
Mm-hmm.
about the gay community. Remember? Like that's what
About
it
the
was originally
gays and
for.
also about
My
black people too.
teacher,
About
my
black people.
teacher
Yeah,
told
about
me
the
the
black people.
story. Yeah. Oh, we both had the same teacher, right?
No, I don't think.
Yes, we did.
We established that you had a different professor. I had Professor Simpson.
Yeah, it was.
You had Professor Simpson
Yeah.
for your intro to logic class?
No, it was it was something. It was another class that I had to take for law.
Oh, then probably.
Yeah. So he told you the story, right?
I recall it.
Okay. So he said that it was made in a lab and it wasn't like the monkey and having sex with a monkey or no shit like that. It was literally created by our government.
Mm-hmm.
And
like
that is why it was put over to Africa. But also, the reason why like our soldiers were like the kind of the first to have it was because they were testing it
on them.
And I'm done.
That's real. Like,
We hit the 60-minute mark.
The lab leak theory of COVID.
Just take the shit seriously, and I think that if nothing else, right? Like, cause I don't. Unlike COVID, I'm not like I'm not like an expert or anything on what the symptoms are, what it can do besides the scarring. You know, melting your dick off apparently is one thing. Apparently, or leaving fucking battle scars on your dick like you just went through World War V and shit. Like,
yeah, you don't want to pull your pants down and be like, "Come on, suck it."
I guess you have spots you can put piercings right there.
You're like, what the fuck is that?
I mean, no spray tan is going to help that. But anyway, I feel like I don't know. I feel like it's a little easier to avoid, like I said before, because I had a conversation with somebody in the gas station about it, about us being separate. They were like talking about the CDC says that it's safe for us to be together, but then tells us to not to because of monkeypox and giving missed messages.
Yeah.
And
they just said about unvaccinated people who get COVID, like, oh, you don't need quarantine anymore.
Right.
Like,
and
what?
she was, it was basically like, she thinks that she was saying the same thing. She thinks that we should probably shut down or have some type of system that's in place for everybody. And I think the only thing that I could say on it is that I feel like it's a little easy. It should be easier to maintain or control because it's not airborne. I feel like COVID went fucking bananas.
Yeah, it is airborne, baby.
What the fuck?
Yeah, also, like different poxes, like chicken pox, smallpox, they have the capacity to be airborne. It's just the viral load might not be high enough to actually get you sick in the air, but it's still there.
So somebody could breathe on your dick, y'all.
But I feel like if they're already doing that, then you're already gonna get it regardless.
I'm about to say,
not gonna just stop at that.
First of all, can I hold on, men, all of y'all and women. I need everyone. Oh my god, especially you, Glenn, since you missed the raw dog over there, nigga. Please answer me this. What is the point of putting a condom on if she don't give you head anyway? Everything that you fucking got is already in her fucking mouth.
Well, for her as the worker, I get it.
Well, I mean, you could do that with a condom.
I don't.
No.
Or if we give head, what's the point of putting the condom on?
Right.
You put the dental dam.
Dental dam, exactly. Thank you.
The what?
The what?
Dental dam.
Dental dam.
Dental dam, yeah, it's like rubber or plastic that you can put over the vagina when you eat it out.
You didn't know about that?
No.
I mean, yeah, but that's not what he's asking, though. He's saying, like,
no, I'm saying, like, if you're already, if you're raw dogging,
going down on you,
I'm going down.
Why would you make me wear a condom?
That doesn't make
sense. I get that because a mouthfeel is different than the full thing. Imagine.
Oh my God, they're not listening to us, are they?
No, you're saying that there's a way for you to put stuff on.
There are female condoms.
I know that.
And there.
We're not talking about those situations.
That's
I am
what we're
literally
saying.
talking
Why
about
would you?
right.
Yeah.
I am literally talking about the situation where you're eating somebody out raw, no condom or anything, just eating them out. And then when it's time to fuck, they want you to put the condom on. I'm like, well,
Right.
I done got everything on my mouth any fucking way.
Well, because then again, there's a lot of
or vice versa. If you
But
had
then again,
herpes
too,
or
don't
something,
forget.
that shit is all up in here.
Well, no, well, with herpes too, there's the herpes in the mouth and the herpes down below. But also, for example, there's a lot of guys who will only eat out, or they'll claim to only eat out like their girlfriends or people they care about. And so, in her mind, it might be like, okay, you don't eat out that many people, but you might be raw dogging however many people. So
That's
put
some
that condom
bullshit.
on. But there are people who move like that, so you can't like listen. It's safer to either go protected, get tested, or just try and get to know that person and see if like that's still what you want to do. But listen, if someone's like, hey, put that condom on, all right, cool.
I'm not saying
I'm gonna pull out that dental dam.
I'm not
and like it's like, why are you doing it protected? Like, well, we are protected right now, so we're gonna be protected until we feel we don't need to be protected.
Yeah, I get that. But my mentality is like I'm thinking about it because I've done oral before, right? So I'm just like,
well, he said it like, well, on special occasions. He said, I've done it before.
Yeah.
Oh, special case. So no.
So
it wasn't me, y'all. It wasn't me.
Anyway, so I've done it before, and I was thinking about it, like it was no issue. But I thought about it like years later. I was like, damn. I guess if I wasn't careful, I could have fucked around and caught something.
Yeah.
Just from doing that. But then it dawned on me that most people, don't give oral with a condom on. Like they usually, whatever, but they want you to wear the condom when you're doing it, whatever. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. But what was the point? If you're gonna suck the schlong, without the condom in the first place.
All right, baby. You're done. You're done. You're done, babe.
No, why am I done?
Baby, I love you.
No, you get what I'm saying? Like, as long as there's somebody who understands what I'm saying.
You're saying.
I feel you, brother.
Yeah. With that being said.
No, I get it. What is the point of me saying with no condom on and then like be like, okay, but you got some people. Okay, how about this? Some people don't want to get pregnant.
I was just about to say that. I was just about to say
That's the only excuse
when I used you when you
Yeah.
said that, the only thing I could think of in that moment was, you not getting pregnant, or that person not getting pregnant, or
You don't know. Oops in the mouth is one thing. Oops in the womb, especially after Roe v. Wade. That's a big
yeah.
That's a big oops.
I understand that. I'm not taking it away from nobody, but if nothing else, I'm purely talking about, because if you say, because I don't want to catch nothing, I'm gonna look at you like you fucking crazy. I'm gonna look at you like you fucking crazy. Because
if you spit, so I don't catch you.
I say if the response is not because I want to get pregnant, but because I don't want to catch nothing, I'm looking like you crazy as fucking hell. That's what I'm saying.
Well, she says I'm the fastest spitter in the West, so I never catch none.
Okay, so she must chew tobacco. So the fastest spitter in the West.
All right. Let's go to our next commercial break, because y'all wilding now. Y'all talk about condoms and dental dams, and let's go to our next commercial.
It's the live show. It gets wild here.
Artemis of the Dodecatheon is a fantastical whirlwind of action, strong characters, mystery quests, and a lot of drama. 4.9 stars on Inkit. Purchase it on Amazon today. A to Z Creations is a Black woman-owned business that creates customized items such as rolling trays, clothing, tumblers, glasses, bags, jewelry, and more.
One and go.
Yo, it's your boy, Samurai, Two Eyes. Just so if you're wondering, natural and spiritual, but yeah. So my topic today, I had to throw that in there, is do you as a man feel how do we word it down? I'm all mixed up right now. How do we
Lord.
write this?
Does it
Does
bother
it bother you? Yeah.
Yeah.
women make
Does it
more money than you?
bother you when women make more money? Me personally, no. Some might thought I was about to say yes.
I thought you were going to say fucking yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Deep,
I know you
deep
like,
down
yeah,
in my
I
soul,
know
I
you
thought you were
did.
going to say fucking yes. But go ahead, explain it.
I knew that already about him. He don't care.
Got him. Got him.
No,
Nah,
after the conversation we just had about off screen
right.
about what we talked about,
know.
I go ahead.
I know. But nah, I don't. Because
fuck y'all
my
talking about?
value of what I know I can give as a man is not based off of my money value. I will still be able to provide and give to you. At the same time, I won't allow myself to be in a situation where it does make a difference. Granted, say if I know I can only afford, say, a house, and she can afford a mansion, why would I move into the mansion? I could provide what you. Let me word this because it's even sounding weird to
I'm
me
about
as
to
it
say
comes
it
up.
sounds like you contradicting yourself. It sounds like I was right. It sounds like I was right.
It sounds weird. No. Yeah, what I'm trying to say here is no, no. It personally would not affect. You know what I'm saying? I don't think her having more money will change what I do. But you do have to be aware. I can understand where that can affect some. Granted, kind of where I was trying to go in my example. If she has more money and she's capable of doing more stuff than you, yeah, it can kind of demean you as a man. You kind of feel like you're not providing what you can. I dated a girl once. They had way more money than me. Had a house already set up, the Mercedes Benz that I was driving around in. I was loving life, but inside I was dying because I didn't feel like a man. I didn't feel like I was doing the part that I should be doing as a man. But overall, making a long thing short, because this could definitely go into a lot of angles. No, for me, it does not affect me if my woman makes more money.
What about you, Tris?
It doesn't bother me, but at the same time, there's the, like, for example, with the ex I mentioned to y'all who wanted us to get back together and everything like that, and we were unemployed in time, but we were still getting our money and everything. She wanted to be in a relationship, and I already knew the stress of relationships that could come with her, not to put on her, but just like how she handles certain things. And I know now we talking money too. That's another stressor that's going to be in a relationship. And listen, when I get in a relationship, I want at least the start of it to be stress free. I want to have the happy period, and then when it gets to stress, we can deal with the stress. But if you don't have the happy period in the beginning, then it's all just stress, and there's no point. And I think on one hand, you have to know who the person is that you're talking to, because it might not bother you, but they might still be in that capitalist mindset. They might still be in that man's supposed to do this, woman's supposed to do this type of mindset. And if you're dating that kind of person, you don't even realize that, then they might be holding resentment, and then things might start coming out in arguments that you're like, damn, I didn't even think you thought like this. What's good? So no, it doesn't bother me, but you have to know if you're on that same page with that person, so that if they's shining, they ain't looking down at you like you in the shadow.
You want to?
Go ahead, Kenny. Make it. Oh, I thought you said Kenny.
No. I'm sorry. No, I was going to say about. Never mind. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Kenny, go ahead. Make it quick. Make it quick. That nigga frozen. Okay. You want to go?
All I was going to say was, I Tryst, man, we'll talk to you later. All I was going to say.
He's moving now.
About, is he back?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Y'all see me now?
You're kind of lagging, sir.
Yeah. Am I lagging now?
You still lagging? Yeah. We can hear you.
I'm changing Wi-Fi. I just got to the house.
You're fine.
All right, so it's good now.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So, all right. So, okay. So, I personally want to say this. I don't mind a woman making more money than me. I don't mind if I make more money than her. Mm-hmm. I know my value. She knows her value. The only way a female, a very strong, independent woman, will feel some type of way with a man if he ain't doing shit. If you're bringing in money and she makes some money and I make my money, but if she's making more than me, okay, say my girl's a lawyer, right? And I'm a entrepreneur, whatever the case might be. And she's making certain figures, whatever the case might be.
Plus,
yeah. I mean, it might bother. I'm not gonna say for my personal, it might bother some men, manhood and ego, that the girl making more money because some men feel as though they're supposed to lead, mm-hmm. and the female's supposed to follow. Mm-hmm. Some guys be like, "Oh, I don't believe in that," but your action shows mm-hmm. that you believe men lead, women follow. I feel like that's what some guys don't like dating strong, independent women. Because they feel as though they don't want their girl to lead. Mm-hmm. And in some relationships, if females lead, she's not going to have respect for the man, period. Mm-hmm. At all. She won't, her pussy will dry up like a fucking prune. You have no idea. So, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But it's honest truth because I grew up with women. I be around women. No female wants to run over their man. No female wants to know, oh, I'm paying all this, that, and the third, and you ain't doing shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah, and I mean, if I'm bringing in some money, I have some type of leeway where though she can't really put me down because if something happens, she can rely on me. But if I ain't bringing in shit, that's when the arguments and the fights start because she can't rely on you. Yeah. You're supposed to rely on a man's supposed to. You're supposed to rely on your partner as your partner rely on you. If your partner down, they should not be down. You bring them up.
I want to say I was just about to say that because we had a conversation. Me and Pete had a conversation about that like last week.
Like for instance, right? For example, if my girl make more money than me, and I make my money, she make more money than me, I'm more happier than what she is. But even though she's making more money, she still be like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna let him lead because some girls like to be submissive. Some women like to be whatever case might be, right? And I just feel as though like some men they just don't know their value.
Hold on, hold on, Kitty, give me a moment.
Running.
No, that's fine. I think we can take a. Can we take a break? A slight intermission to reset the time so we can give this topic the proper time that it can get.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, don't hang up yet. Hold on.
Y'all.
No problem. Give me a second. Let me put the thing up.
I'm gonna have to go.
Yeah, he has to go to work.
Yep. We just lost Glenn. Doing the show live at this particular hour is kind of taxing, but we'll get through it. But I feel like, I mean, what do you think, baby?
Okay. So I've had personal experience with this whole situation. So I had an ex, and I used to like lavish him with gifts, all types of awesome shit, right? He was working at one point, and then the summer job ended, and I was actually running my nanny business at this point. So I'm getting like bread. And
you still see the kids you raised? You watch?
No, raise, you right. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, raise.
Technically I did raise them a little bit. I mean, no, like one of the mothers actually used to call me the second mommy. So yes, he's actually right. Because I was there a lot. But I was, making money. And I remember he got mad at me because I took him out to dinner and paid for everything. Yeah. He felt like I emasculated him. Instead of it being, hey, my fiance sees that I'm not working, but I'm going to school, and she's treating me to dinner where I don't have to pay shit.
Is this Rent Past Dad?
No.
I was about to say, yo.
No, this is the person who killed it for every nigga. Okay. He killed it for anybody getting like lavished with gifts. He killed that shit. He killed it. But I bought him an iPod for Christmas. He said he wanted an iPod. I bought him that shit. I was going to get him a guitar for Christmas because he loved playing guitar. Like, yeah. But yeah, he got mad at me. And told me I emasculated him because I paid. Like,
whoa. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have a problem with that mentality when you know you're going to fucking dinner. So it's not like this wasn't like a surprise. I'm pretty sure you didn't say, we're going out, I got a surprise for you. Where are we going? No. You'll see when we get there. And then we get to the place and he's like, oh, how the fuck am I going to afford this? I'm not working right now. Like, it was
no, he knew that I was going to pay.
I fucking know.
Oh,
and if he had a real issue with it, he should have said something about it beforehand. This is the part where we become adults.
His real issue, I don't know if it really had to do with me, making the money at that time. It might have been. He might have been jealous. I don't know. But I even bought him some lamb wool slacks to go to my cousin's wedding because he didn't have any slacks. I bought him $100 slacks, y'all. I love you, baby.
That's unfortunate.
I love
No, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. It is.
I'm like, okay, you want to go to this wedding with me? I even bought him them little those bowls that like the magic ball or whatever. I bought him that because he said he wanted it. Like, yo, I literally gave everything.
I'm gonna say that okay. Sorry.
And then when my contract with one family ended, he went around and said he didn't want to be with me anymore because I was broke. When in reality, I still had money, sir.
So his ego led him saying the shit that he really, I feel
didn't
that,
even, Yeah, like it was just so disrespectful.
And you know what? But some people are just so stuck in their ways that they really can't adapt. Whereas, I had to adapt. I was not stuck in my ways, but his way of understanding about men being on, run the relationship or being the breadwinners, I had that mentality for one point too. In fact, it fucked with my own mental health because I felt like I didn't deserve to be in a relationship with anybody, regardless of my age, because I wasn't financially taken care of. Like I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do financially. I didn't really have a job. I was experimenting. I was going to school. I was doing other shit, but I wasn't making any money. And so, how could I afford to take somebody out? You know, nobody wants to be with a broke nigga, right? Nobody wants to be with somebody who ain't got it together. That was my mentality. So, you know, for the longest time,
Hold up.
hmm?
It still exists. Still exists, my man.
What you
No
mean?
female want to be with a broke nigga, and no
But
dude
that's
want
when
to be with a
that's when
broke
you're
female.
wrong. That's when you're wrong. Because there are plenty of
I
broke niggas out
literally
here.
just said that.
I was say there are plenty of broke niggas out here
That I
who still
literally
get girls,
Oh,
who
and
still
I
get
gave
women.
him
Yeah, but how long they gonna tame them though?
for his phone
It-
bill.
No, they did. They
But
just wanted.
you can get them, but how long is you for you to keep them?
It depends on the girl because
It depends
some.
on the girl.
I'm about to say
Because I would
because
have stayed. I
Yeah.
would have stayed for a very long time
even
had
if you,
he not been a dick.
I'm about to say a lot
started
of a lot of
on
those
me.
you talk to those strong women who are in that particular situation and you ask them what they're getting out of that situation. A lot of them will tell you, "Well, I didn't need him financially. I just needed him for other shit. I still
Yeah.
want to feel like I'm protected. I still want to feel like if he, you know, if he need to handle some shit, he can handle some shit." Like,
But that's the thing. If a man ain't busting no moves and doing it on a regular basis, how can you rely on that person?
what you're talking about is financially. I'm talking about everything else. Like I don't have to be. I can if I'm all of a sudden not. This is what I'm saying. If Queen Pedii starts working today or tomorrow, she's making 6 figures, way more than what I'm making right now, and I lose my job because of how I am or how I was beforehand. She knows that if I don't get a job or bust my ass or whatever for let's say a year or 2 years, she know one thing for certain is that one, I'm not gonna be a dickhead about not having my job and being with her. Two, I'm going to still be able to protect her when I need to. If we're
That's
together,
the thing. But that's the thing. When she knew you, she knew you can keep a job. But say you got your business or the company falls under bankruptcy. She know that you that motherfucking dude who know he gonna bust his ass and get any job and make that shit happen. But if a man ain't really putting no effort to get a job, you can get the job anywhere. Ain't really doing anything. How can she be secure if you can't even hold down the basic shit?
But understand, but see, I get what you're saying. I do from a misrepresentation of what that person can bring to the table. But going in, right? If you're going in with somebody who is broke, you're not looking at what they can bring to the table financially. A lot of strong women, even if you have a job, a lot of strong men, even if you have a job, vice versa, they're not looking at what you bring to the table financially if they're already taken care of. If I already have my own apartment or my own living situation that's already stable without you, then whatever you bring to the table is just icing on the cake. You're not part of the foundation financially.
But some people bring headache. Bring headache and all that shit.
That's part of learning other people. And then that's with any relationship. I feel like when headaches come into play.
Do I give you headaches?
Sometimes. But I feel like when headaches come into play, you have to don't overthink it.
No,
you have to whenever headaches come into play, you have to really assess the situation and say, hey, is that person worth it? Is that person really do they really make you so upset that you don't want to deal with certain aspects of them or whatever? Sometimes it's true, sometimes
I get your point and everybody's point. Exactly. I do. It's the fact of the matter is I feel as though people make excuses just not getting a certain job. Oh, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. A job is a job.
But I disagree. I disagree.
Wait,
because you know your self-worth. You know your self-worth.
But you gotta start somewhere though.
Oh no, if I had a fucking 6-figure job, being a lawyer or something, and I lose my law firm goes down for whatever reason.
That's a career. I'm not talking about career. I'm talking about a job. I'm not talking about career.
A career and a job are the same thing. Come on, bro. Come on.
No.
Come on. Okay, I'll go smaller. I'll go smaller. I'll go smaller. If I'm working a job, not a career. I'm working a job fixing roofs for $25 an hour. Right?
Is that your company?
No. I am literally an employee and I get fired. Why do I have to go and work at fucking McDonald's for 15 and $14 an hour? No, you just said a job is a job. A job.
No, but that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying is that if you already have your roofing job and you get laid off because the company go down, of course you don't go to a roofing job. I'm talking about dudes who don't even want to put in any type of work to get a job. Period. They have all type of excuses and all this unnecessary shit. Bro, how you expect to want certain things in life if you don't put in effort? Some guys don't put in effort at all. They just make excuses. Even some women, they make excuses.
Go ahead.
I'm your headache.
No, she stopped me.
Anyway, so the point, but see, the other thing you could say, right, is that if and I really wish there was some more people, and I know a lot of the people who come watch the stream are their own strong relationships or takes on it. You know, maybe we'll hear about them in the post. But my thinking is that, like, if you're a strong woman, right, or a strong man, like, let's say if I'm already established. I'm not even gonna do that. My biggest
thing, like the 1% guy, the 1% person.
I'm not even gonna go there.
Okay.
What I'm going to say, right? I'm gonna generalize it, and I'm gonna say this: the one thing when I date someone, and we're beginning the date process, one of the things that I always tell people is that I don't care if you're working, because you don't necessarily have to be working to be happy, as long as you're doing something. That's my thing. You have to be doing something. So I don't care what that something is, because that's the expectation I have for myself. If you're not working, you need to be doing something. If I'm all of a sudden making a whole bunch of money and you're just sitting around doing nothing, and I'm not talking about housework or anything, I'm talking about something productive. I'm talking about something that makes your life meaningful. If you truly feel like housework makes your life meaningful, then do that shit to the best of your fucking ability, because I'm gonna hold you accountable for that lifestyle that you decided to live. Like I just will. But I'm just saying in general. But no, I'm just saying, like, whatever you decide to want to do with yourself, that I'm cool with it.
Do housework?
No, I don't want you to do housework. I mean,
I know,
actually, I want us to do housework. Shit, I'm not trying to do that shit by myself. But no, the point is that you just can't do nothing. And your thing is that there are a lot of men who don't do nothing. And I feel like if strong women have these men who don't work, they're doing something. It may not be as meaningful as, bringing in something financial. It may not be protection. Their existence in that space brings something to that young lady or sugar mama or whoever. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
Can I tell you something? Can I say something?
Go ahead.
I respect what you're saying, everything. I get what gets me mad, right? I'm in Jersey and I go to New York and everything. What gets me mad when I see people that's homeless, right? That can get help. You know what I'm saying? That can get help.
And some of them
not
are,
all of them.
And some of them are homeless by choice. You gotta be careful with that homeless one though.
Yeah, but what gets me upset is that there are people who munching off a low income house. All this, females and males, both sex. Low income houses, women making babies after babies after babies because the government helping them, all that stuff, right? If you're not disabled and you highly function, you can do everything, you should be working. I feel as though those stuff should go to people who actually need it.
Why should they be working?
You get what I'm saying?
Because you have to work?
Huh?
Why should they be working? Because you have to work?
No,
is life just so unfair that
I'm not saying
I'm just saying. I just want to make sure.
No. I'm not saying that because it bothers me. It's like those are the people who mostly have a lot of shit to say. I'm speaking from Jersey. Those people have a lot. I'm telling you, they have so much to say. because you're in low income housing, getting food stamps and doing all this shit.
Why
But
does it
you
bother
got the
you though?
nerve.
You have all you're doing pretty well for yourself. You have a job, a good job. You have money to fuel your passions. You have all this stuff going for you. What the fuck do these people? Why do these people who don't have what you have, who could probably get what you have, but don't have what you have? Why does that bother you so much? I'm just saying, like, I keep my peace in such a way that I'm so humble with what I do have. Like, there are people out there who don't have what I have, and when I hear them complain about shit, don't get me wrong, because part of me sees what you're saying, and sometimes I repeat it in my head about how poverty and some things is a mindset, but sometimes it's not. I understand that nothing that I think is an absolute, so I can't really just say everybody's poor or everybody's homeless simply because they don't want to work, when it's not the case. We know that there's a percentage of people who are like that, but we can't put them all together. That's why I don't do, like, I used to think like you when I was younger about the food stamps and welfare and housing, right?
Yeah.
But but now that I'm older and understand that people with disability and everything else other people can get it. Some people get on that shit simply because they can. Some people didn't know they were going to be in a situation that they was going to be in. When the government shut down in 2012, there were people in high class areas. 2011, excuse me. There were people in areas that didn't think that they were going to need food stamps who signed up for food stamps. There were white people or people who would normally be in rich neighborhoods coming to soup kitchens, because I was working at a soup kitchen at the time. And you would see families that normally wouldn't be there who were there just because of the circumstances. The point is that, different people go through different, stuff in their life, and it kind of, no, I'm not even gonna say that. I'm not even gonna say that, because I'm not gonna make an excuse for them. But I will say is that service is there to help people, and if people take advantage of it, it shouldn't be.
That's what I was getting to. Some people do take advantage of it,
and that's fine. I'd rather you take advantage of it than it not exist for people who really need it, because we both know that we live in a world of not absolutes. So if we absolutely want people to use it, then we have to make it so that it's available for everybody. But if we don't make it, or if we put more stuff on it, then people who maybe qualify don't get it. That's what happened with housing and people with the tax breaks. Remember with the stimulus check? It was like if you made but so much money, you couldn't get this, you couldn't get that, or you didn't qualify. They were going to make it so that you didn't make a certain amount of money, you didn't qualify for it. But it didn't really matter, because it was like, yo, if I was making X amount of fucking money and I'm suddenly not making any fucking money for a whole fucking year, it's not like I was just saving up money. Obviously, I lived in a place that had a house, a mortgage, kids, whatever. It was self-supporting. I can't take care of myself.
Well, okay. So, at the end of the day, for those guys who feel emasculated because their girl pays for dinner, go fuck yourselves.
I was about to say, that's ridiculous. Get your head out your ass.
Like that's not even the most ridiculous thing that person did. He got mad at me for thanking the McDonald's employee.
You just were dealing with a masculine asshole.
Yeah.
Well,
so he felt some type of way because you paid for dinner, and he used his dick and said he broke out you because you was broke.
Yes.
That's corny.
Yeah, it is. He's a corny ass nigga.
Oh, he's a corny nigga.
He's a corny nigga.
He's a corny nigga.
That's corny.
I had to adjust to it because my ex at one point was making more than me due to circumstances, because my job had canceled my job. I got laid off for about a summer. So at one point I didn't have any income. I was already living paycheck to paycheck because of how much I was making. So I didn't make enough to like save up in case of an emergency. So I was kind of assed out, Kenny. I was kind of really down bad. And then when my girl got a job at the time, she was the breadwinner. She was making more money than I was, even when I started back working, because she had more consistent hours than me. She's working full time, and she got that bump. And I was like, well, damn, she's making more money than me. But it didn't emasculate me that she was making more money than me, because at the end of the day, she was doing what she had to do to survive, and I was just happy that she could sustain. I did.
Some guys guys can't handle it.
I mean, to be fair,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna say this to those guys, nobody is perfect, and not everybody can be in a perfect situation at all times. So if your girl is the breadwinner and she trips and falls or whatever the case may be, the reason why she is with you is not because that you can financially provide, but because she trusts that you can be there to support her when she needs you to be there to support her, whether it's mentally, whether it's financially. If she needs you to step up, the idea is that, hey, you'll do what you have to do because you of course like this lifestyle too. And as a man, that's all. As a man, if I'm the breadwinner, that's all I want. If you're not working and you're working or whatever, if something happens to me, I need to make sure that I'm taken care of. I just want to be with somebody who will actually take care of me when I need it. That's it. That's all. Let your masculinity bullshit subside.
Yeah. I'm glad that you don't get emasculated, babe. And you let me thank the serving staff.
Why? I'm not letting you. I don't think like that. My brain just is like.
I'm just saying you don't care if I thank them. Like,
I'm the same too. I don't care.
I mean, you have people who try to control your body.
In my life, a wild time.
Look, women already have it bad enough, okay? Like they do. I am preaching the words of Kenny on a daily basis. I know that sounds wild because Kenny, but about not the contraceptive, but the women products. Like, I say that shit on a daily basis.
Yeah, she get it for free.
They should get it for free. All of it. I preach that shit all the time now. Now, ever since Kenny put that thought in my head, I was like, you know what? That really should. It's not fucking fair.
It'd be free.
We don't have shit leaking out of our penis all of a sudden.
Women have been.
I'm just saying, we don't have that issue.
That for years.
We'll create something or help create something for you and then charge you for it. And but you can't
go with women created
probably, but
let me actually look it up. Go ahead though.
But the point is that you shouldn't have to. You shouldn't have to. If we were a sane society, or what we call it, what's the word my father uses? If we were it's not third world. It's like the next level from what we currently are. If we were like,
it was a black woman.
Good.
Actually,
black
woman created.
What's her name?
Her name is Mary Beatrice Davidson.
All right, so we need to talk about her next fucking Black History, because goddamn it, and Juneteenth.
Yeah.
Ain't no fucking way. But it should have been public domain. It should have been somebody. It should have been government. You could have had the government controlling it, distributing it, cutting it out of our taxes if you really wanted to. We already pay for taxes on every fucking thing. You should be able to go into a health clinic and just get some and keep it fucking moving. That's what I'm saying. Yep. That's all I'm saying.
She was a badass inventor. She didn't just, okay. She made a self-oiling door when she was 6.
A self-oiling door?
Mm-hmm. Because she said when her mother went out the back door in the morning, squeaking would wake her up. So she she made a self-oiling door at 6 years old.
Damn.
Oh, she was bad the fuck ass. And she died in 2006.
Sheesh.
So we were around when she was still alive.
No. I just think, like I said, men, women, if you're gonna be in those kinds of relationships, whatever that relationship is, and somebody else is the breadwinner, make sure you have realistic expectations of your partner. Because if you got somebody who ain't gonna be shit, and you know he ain't gonna be shit, or she ain't gonna be shit, and you want to grow, you can't grow with something that ain't gonna be shit. It's gonna contaminate you. It's gonna grow on you, and then you ain't gonna be shit. That's how I feel about that.
Yo, you want to know what else she invented?
But what?
The bathroom tissue holder.
Huh.
And the tray and carrier that attached to a walker, the back washer. Oh my gosh.
Dove into another can of worms. Dove into another can of worms.
Hey. She lived here in DC.
Oh.
And she owned a florist business here.
Then we're gonna find out that it's really the lady who owned 8th Street.
Probably.
I know, right?
I would not be surprised.
At this point, at this junction, neither would I. At this point.
Oh my God, yo. I didn't know that. I didn't know who invented the bathroom tissue roll holder. Yep. All right. So all right, you guys. So thank you for watching. We appreciate you guys. We do. Check out our Patreon and our Discord and our link tree in the description box. And we will see you guys in the